Go in, go in, go in, go in, go in, man, go in.
Let's go to the AFC and let's talk about the New England Patriots and Houston Texans as Drake May and the New England Patriots beat CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans 28-16 in Foxboro Sunday afternoon for the Texans. CJ Stroud, he struggled. He went 20 for 47. He threw for 212 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions for the Patriots. Drake May, he went 16 for 27. He threw for 179 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He also lost 2 fumbles as the Patriots advanced to their first conference championship since 2018, the year that they won the Super Bowl. So, my biggest takeaway from this Patriots 28-16 win over the Texans is Houston, we have a problem. CJ Stroud was terrible in this football game. I mean, I'm watching the game. CJ Stroud has become a turnover machine. And in this particular matchup, CJ Stroud, this is in the last 30 postseasons. Most interceptions and fumbles in a 2-game span. CJ Stroud now has the most interceptions and fumbles in a 2-game span in the last 30 postseasons with 10 interceptions and fumbles. Also, CJ Stroud, he is the 3rd quarterback with 3 turnovers in a postseason game or more. 3 turnovers or more in a postseason. Jay Fiedler did it in 2000, Andrew Luck did it in 2013, and now CJ Stroud has done it in 2025. Also, CJ Stroud, he now has the worst passer rating by a starting quarterback in the divisional round of the playoffs since the Texans joined the NFL in 2002. His passer rating was worse than TJ Yates in 2011 for the Texans. And so CJ Stroud has regressed. He has regressed since his rookie season. There was a moment in time where people were saying that CJ Stroud had next. There were people saying that CJ Stroud was better than Brock Purdy, Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert. There was a moment in time where people were saying that Stroud was better than those quarterbacks that I just named. And all 4 of those quarterbacks are better than CJ Stroud. He has regressed significantly. And the thing is with CJ Stroud, there were moments in this football game where I was thinking, D'Amico, maybe you should bench CJ Stroud and give Davis Mills an opportunity. That's how bad CJ Stroud performed in this football game. Because I believe the way that Drake May, I'm going to get to Drake May here in a minute, the way that Drake May performed in this game and how great the Texans defense is, if the Texans had decent, competent play at the quarterback position, they win this game. They win this game. The Patriots did not dominate this football game. I mean, going into the 4th quarter, it was 21-16 Patriots. The Patriots did not dominate the Texans in this game. So I was thinking to myself, D'Amico, maybe you should give Davis Mills a chance. Give him an opportunity to at least be able to have competent quarterback play at the quarterback position and try and win this football game. Think about it. Davis Mills, this year as a starter when C.J. Stroud was injured, Davis Mills, he was 3-0. He completed 60% of his passes. He averaged 252 total yards per game. His touchdown to turnover ratio was 6-1. His passer rating was 88.3. So Davis Mills, as the Texans starter, in only 3 games played this year, played better than C.J. Stroud did. I can't remember exactly who they were playing. I think the Texans were playing the Jaguars earlier this season, and Davis Mills had a come-from-behind win for the Texans. A come-from-behind win for the Texans over the Jaguars. Yeah, it was week 10. Week 10. The Jaguars were beating the Texans 29-10 heading into the fourth quarter. Davis Mills got busy in the fourth quarter for the Houston Texans. He had 26 points in the fourth quarter, and the Texans outscored the Jaguars 26-0, and they beat the Jaguars 36-29. This is in the absence of C.J. Stroud. So Davis Mills has shown an ability to be able to lead the Houston Texans at the quarterback position. But DeMeco Ryans decided to ride it out with C.J. Stroud, and I think that ultimately cost the Houston Texans a chance to upset the Patriots on the road. On the flip side, when it comes to the New England Patriots, I have been critical of the New England Patriots all season long, and I also have been critical of Drake May because everybody has been hyping up Drake May throughout the entire regular season. But in these 2 playoff games, to me, Drake May has been average at best. I have not been impressed with Drake May. And I know Drake May is only in his 2nd season as the starter for the New England Patriots. I understand that. And I also know that in the regular season, Drake May, he had 31 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, over 4,300 passing yards, completing 72% of his passes. But let's look at Drake May's numbers in the playoffs compared to the regular season. In the regular season, Drake May, he completed 72% of his passes. In the postseason, he's completing only 59% of his passes. In the regular season, Drake May, he averaged 285 yards per game. In the postseason, he's averaging 262 total yards per game. In the regular season, Drake May's touchdown to turnover ratio was 35-11. In the playoffs, it's 4 touchdowns to 5 turnovers. In the regular season, Drake May's passer rating was 113.5. In the playoffs, it's 93.4. And Drake May, this is since 2000, a quarterback to have 3 passing touchdowns and 3 turnovers in the divisional round. Josh Allen had 3 passing touchdowns and 3 turnovers in the divisional round against the Broncos, and Peyton Manning did it in 2012 against the Ravens. Both Josh Allen and Peyton Manning lost their games against the Ravens and the Broncos. Fortunately for Drake May, C.J. Stroud just had a worse performance than Drake May. To me, that was my biggest takeaway. Like, as bad as C.J. Stroud was, Drake May also came up small in this particular playoff game for me. I feel like Drake May has struggled in his first 2 playoff games. He's had some moments where he's played well, but he's struggled as well. And not only that, not only am I not a believer in Drake May yet, I'm also not a believer and the New England Patriots. I'm looking at the New England Patriots and this cakewalk to the AFC Championship. In the regular season, the Patriots had the easiest strength of schedule played since the 1999 LA Rams. Well, they were the St. Louis Rams at the time. The Patriots in the wild card round, they beat a Chargers team who didn't have either of their tackles in Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt. Then the Patriots beat a Texans team without their top two targets in Dalton Schultz and Nico Collins. And now in the AFC Championship, they are about to face a Broncos team without Bo Nix. So for me, when I look at the Patriots roster, and when I look at what they were able to do during the regular season, even though they finished with a 14-3 record, the Patriots had the easiest schedule in the NFL. That's why I wasn't a believer in the Patriots when they went on that 10-game winning streak in the regular season. Now, I believe in their head coach. I believe in Mike Vrabel as their head coach. I mean, you look at Mike Vrabel, in 2021, he won NFL Coach of the Year, and Mike Vrabel, he's 72-51. So he's won 59% of his games as a head coach in the NFL. He's 4-3 in the postseason. But I like Mike Vrabel, and this shows you how important coaching is in the NFL. Because in one season, Mike Vrabel has completely turned around the New England Patriots. But when I look at their roster, I really don't believe in their roster. Now, I like their defense. Their defense, they had 5 takeaways in this game against the Texans, 3 sacks. But I feel like the Patriots have really had the luxury of going up against 2 quarterbacks in Justin Herbert and C.J. Stroud who have regressed. And so they benefited because of the regression of Justin Herbert and C.J. Stroud. That's why the New England Patriots are playing Sunday in the AFC Championship game. I still have questions about this Patriots football team. Now, they have won games. They are in the AFC Championship game. But I think they have benefited off of the regression of Herbert and Stroud. Because in these first 2 playoff games, I have not been impressed with Drake May or the Patriots offense. I like their defense. I like the way their defense has performed under Mike Vrabel and Terrell Williams, their defensive coordinator. But I feel like they have really been helped because of the lack of competition in the team that they have faced in the Chargers and the Texans. But we'll see what they do in the AFC Championship game. Patriots off to the AFC Championship game for the first time since the 2018 NFL season.
Go win, go win, go win, go win, go win, go win.